Alright guys, John Boy here. We got a house wash to do today. Small place, not too big, it's not too dirty. But we're doing the house. I told him I'd throw that in. I'm doing my Joe Deary, a little extra for the customer. Got that. Have a little patio back here, so I'm going to be filming the Hammerhead for the first time. See how that works out. Everybody says that it won't. Well, not everybody. A lot of people in my comments have said it won't work, and so we're going to find out today. But number one thing, especially if you're doing driveways, always bring a blower. They got a good edge on it, but they left it on the concrete. So just in case you got to blow off leaves or anything, always keep a blower. Keep a blower on the truck, just for that. It's a lot easier to blow all that back into the yard with a blower than it is the water, because the water is just going to make a muddy mess. So let's blow us off and get started. Alright guys, let me get away from the pressure washer so you can hear me. I'm on this house. Honestly, in my mind, after I got the hoses set up, this is about a 30-minute wash. But I've been here about 45 minutes so far, and even though the house wasn't that dirty at all, the mildew that was on here, man, it is just thick. It doesn't want to go anywhere. Now this is the second time I hit this one. I finally got it. Of course, we've not made it to the concrete yet, but this back section, if you remember from the first, it wasn't bad either. There was a bunch of green right in this area here and a little there. 3 times me downstreaming 50-50, I hit that to get it clean. So yeah, just don't judge a book by its cover, because sometimes just because it's a little green don't mean it's going to come off easy. But you know, if I had a blending system, I could make it a little stronger. But I mean, 50-50 downstream is should be strong enough. So this up in here, it had some of it was over here. But yeah, it just don't judge a book by its cover when you're washing. I mean, it's still just soft washing, applying the soap and letting it do its thing. That's finally came clean. That's the second time, and I rinsed this before I sprayed it, and you can see that I'll rinse that and then I'll hit it again just to make sure it's all dead. I don't want to spray it to get it off and it start growing back in another year or so. We'll get to the rest of it here in a minute. Applications on that, and it came clean. We have a little concrete pad back here. You seen look at that. No more red clay mud, no dirt. All that looking good. The brick looks good. I'll be saying goodbye to that because the general pump actually worked really well. It seems to me like it needs a tip with a little bit more pressure, because the back don't know if that's where I was just holding it from. So you got this right here, looking good. They had done the sidewalk, but he edged afterwards. So I went ahead and went back over where she wouldn't be able to get. The homeowner did that. But the general pump, I did a time lapse just for marketing. Instead of a regular, if I had more cameras, I did just a regular video. But the front, instead of all floating, it seemed like it wanted to go like that. Maybe that's because I was holding the back of it up. I'm not for sure. But it seems like it needs just a little bit stronger tip to make it float. So, but no swirls, no, not anything bad. It looks, the concrete looks great. House came out great. It's an older house. You know, they were like, hey, we have some cracks in our vinyl. These people actually bought my wife knew them, and they bought a kayak off of us, and just out of talking, we started talking about pressure washing, and they said, hey, you know, we want our house washed, but we don't want somebody blasting it. So you got some damage in there. So they remembered us talking and wanted a soft wash. So I got a rock on my shoe. I done got stung once today. But yeah, the house came out great. I still got a yard full of hoses out here, but I just wanted to get on here and shoot a quick video, show what everything looked like. You can make a wet house look good, but your real proof is when it dries. So when it dries, of course it's hot today, it's gonna be 90, it's not gonna take long. I'll get another video. I don't think I'll need to do any post treating. How many of y'all have seen these? Haven't seen these in a minute. But yeah, let's get this thing wrapped up.